What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of From the Tips. It's me, your boy, Brian, always joined by my co-host, Rick Landis. Buddy, how are we doing?
I am doing great. I'm a little tired. I don't know why, because I had a pretty easy day at work, and then I just went to the gym after. I didn't get to golf today because it's raining.
Yeah.
So pretty mad at the weather right now.
Yeah,
But
what's that about? Can we
we're
get
gonna
on the
we're
same
gonna do
page
our
here?
best. Hopefully, I can get out at some point this week. I think it's supposed to rain pretty much all week though around us.
It's definitely supposed to rain when the sun is out.
Well, Tuesday, Thursday, it seems to be clear. So maybe we can get out and play 9 on Tuesday or Thursday if you're down for it.
Oh yeah, I mean for sure.
Because we didn't get out last week.
We did not. We did not.
But yeah, hopefully we can get out. I'm going golfing this weekend in New Jersey,
are you
which
now?
is really exciting. Yeah, Phil and I are
Ooh.
going with our good friend Riley to, I think it's called Bunker Hill or something like that. Let me see real quick. Sorry about that. ESPN update. Bunker Hill Golf Club. It's just outside of Princeton, New Jersey. So I'm pretty excited for that. I haven't been out of Pennsylvania to golf since like last year, so I'm excited to see how that goes. Pretty affordable course. I think it was like $44.
Oh, that ain't bad.
18 in a cart.
That's not bad at all.
On a Saturday, so
right on, brother. Princeton, New Jersey.
how
That
that
sounds
goes.
fancy.
It
Like
does.
it sounds inherently fancy.
Yeah, I told Tommy the other day about it, and he said that he thinks he played there a while ago, and it was pretty nice. So hopefully that holds up, and it is nice. Because
Right.
I need me a nice course that I can shoot really bad at, because that's what's gonna happen.
Nah, you got this. You're playing like really good golf right now. So like,
Yeah, but the issue is I'm only playing good golf with my irons and my putter because I haven't touched my driver in like a month and a half.
Look, sometimes you got to retire the old driver. Sometimes you got to put her away.
I think it's a pretty short course, so I might just not even bring my driver. We'll see what happens.
Well, I would like say see how it goes, like on a full 18. Like why not?
I mean, I'll definitely keep everyone updated because I like to post videos when I'm at nice places. So hopefully it's nice and I can keep everyone updated on that. Keep an eye out for that.
Like a long par 5, I would say bring out the driver. But like for the rest, like maybe just see what happens. Like if it goes really well.
I mean, I guess we'll see. I was kind of spraying the ball a little bit when I went out this weekend. Could be attributed to a lot of things, mostly probably just because I'm very inconsistent and not that great at golf. But I guess we'll see what happens. Maybe I'm paying $44 to shoot my best score of the year, or maybe I'm paying $44 to just play horribly. But either way, I'll be outside golfing and I'll be having a good time.
The good news is we don't know yet.
We don't.
It could go either way.
But we will. So keep updated because I will be updating everybody on the story.
It will be on the Insta.
Maybe film some stuff while I'm there. Probably not, though. I might just go enjoy myself because I feel like every time I go out now, I'm filming something.
Yeah, like I mean,
definitely want to relax a little bit, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Enjoy yourself.
Speaking of days coming up, Saturday we have my golf round, which I'm really excited for. Today is a very important day.
Oh yes,
May 3rd. For us, not for you guys. So yesterday for you guys when you're listening to this. May 3rd is the 1-year anniversary.
Oh, you're okay. You're gonna bring it up?
You want to bring it up? Go ahead.
I had like a thing.
Oh, do it. Do the thing.
Okay, cool. So yes, 1 year ago on this very day, May 3rd, it was raining during the morning, but the rain clouds had surpassed. Yes, I looked up the weather on that day for this segment.
It was raining that day?
It was raining in the morning. It had rained in the morning, but the clouds had broken free as the sun lays across the dewy grass of McCoby Run Golf Course in Green Lane, and 3 guys and 1 random took on a golf course. And on the back 9, back 9 was they were not playing well that day. They get to a fun tee box, very short par 3. Elevated tee box, greens down probably about 25-30 feet over a little bit of water, and a one Rick Landis steps up to this tee box with his wedge in hand, and he goes, "You want to know what? Today's the day for glory," and he puts an elegant swing on his top flight golf ball.
Probably looked so ugly because
we don't have video evidence
for a few months.
We don't have any video evidence of it, but he hits it and it just crests so beautifully in the blue sky that was that day, drops on the green, and We think it rests about a couple centimeters in front of the hole. Heartbreak across the entire tee box as everybody was just depressed as to how that doesn't go in. So we drive our golf carts down the hill to the green, and then there's some shouting because we think, it might be, it could be, and it is in the hole as Rick Landis has hit a hole in one like the animal he is. And the reason we thought it didn't go in because COVID time, so the cup was in there. But still, it goes in the hole. Rick Landis has a hole in one after only golfing for a few months. May of 2020 on May 3rd. He did it. It's the 1 year anniversary. Congratulations, Rick.
Thank you.
It's been a year since you hit your hole in one.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Good news, bad news. It's been a year since I hit my hole in one, and then it's been a year since I hit my hole in one. So still waiting on number 2. I hope it happens eventually. But I understand that I can't be too picky because I do have one.
You got one, and you did it with a top flight ball, and I did. That's
and
what
that
matters.
is something I feel like a lot of people probably can't say.
They probably can't, no. Because usually people that are hitting holes in ones don't use top flight.
Yeah, and even like the people that are like their first time out golfing and just like miraculously somehow hit one, I feel like they somehow got like a better ball than a top flight.
Yeah,
I like top flights because they give me confidence because I feel like I can just smack them around and do whatever I want with them.
Yeah, if you lose one, who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
It was like 10
cents
that when
I was out. I realized that when I was out the other week. I have my new Strixon Q-Star Tour Divide golf balls. Great stuff. Check out our Instagram page
Beautiful
to see what
golf
those look like. And I just like I couldn't hit them, and I was like I understood like in my head I was like I'm afraid to lose them. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
So I just dropped a top flight ball and I just piss missile. It landed right on the green, and I was like, okay, so I just have to stop being scared to lose.
Why
balls.
Why do you stray from what works, my friend?
I can hit because when I'm not scared to hit the Q stars, I hit them really good.
Right.
It's just when I get around like water and trees and stuff like that, I get
You're
nervous.
like, ooh,
and then I hit bad shots. But like top flights, I'm like, all right, if I lose it, whatever. And then I just hit a really good shot.
So if it's gone, it's gone.
I think I just have to get more confident in my ability to hit a ball straight.
But yes, the most important national holiday on May 3rd, the day that we record, is Rick Landis hole in one day.
I appreciate that because tomorrow, the day that everyone is listening to this, May 4th, is your favorite holiday of the year, I think.
It's up there. It is up there. It is up there. It's not because I love Christmas and Thanksgiving, but like it's up there. But
for everybody out there, enjoy your May 4th, Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you.
Don't do that. Don't throw the Spock fingers up. You know that's Star Trek. Don't make me come across this camera. Okay. You know that's not Star Wars.
Really all we're going to talk about on that day, because I feel like that's a pretty big day for everybody. May 5th is National Astronaut Day, so that's pretty cool.
And
space
also
and stuff.
Cinco de Mayo.
It is, and it's National Hoagie Day, so maybe like a Mexican hoagie. Is that a thing?
Could you make one of them? You think you could do that?
We should probably try that.
How would you go about making a Mexican hoagie? I gotta know.
That's a tough
question. Put chorizo on it, you think?
Ooh, chorizo's good.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, like because
pepper jack.
If you put meat in it, it can almost just be like a cheesesteak. But
at that point, it would just be a beef sandwich. But okay, so chicken as your base meat. Yeah, obviously you can't put rice on a hoagie. At least like when you buy it, if you bring rice,
like
feel free. Yeah, like fajita chicken.
Okay, I got you.
You know, and then put some beans on there. Your assorted tomatoes, onions, peppers, whatever boats you float there, and then top it with some avocado and sour cream. You got yourself a Mexican hoagie.
There we go. I love it.
Nailed it. Nailed that one. That was easy.
Shot. Brian is now a chef.
I am
making stuff.
Yeah.
And then May 6th is National World Password Day. So shout out to everybody like me who uses the same password for literally everything that you have. And if anyone got that password, you would get
into everything
more because everything would be gone.
It would be.
That's pretty much it as far as things for the week. Nothing really too crazy going on this week except for Star Wars Day and Mexican Hoagie Day. So
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
Also, for you Cinco de Mayo lovers and lovers of all things all things Tex-Mex. There are a lot of deals on Cinco de Mayo at pretty much all Spanish and Mexican grill restaurants. So definitely go like Google those deals because some of them are incredible. There's a couple of restaurants that have like really good deals that unfortunately are not in the Northeast United States. But if they're around you, Google it and just see how cool these deals
Make
are.
it
Like
happen.
Moe's, for example. Cinco de Moe's is incredible. Okay, so get
Cinco
there.
de Moe's. Is
Cinco de
that actually what
Moe's.
they call
That's
it?
actually what it's called, Cinco de
That's
Moe's.
fantastic. I
I
love
know,
every
it's
second of that.
incredible. Unfortunately, Chipotle's is lacking, but I expect nothing less out of Chipotle, to be
Yeah,
honest with
because
you.
Chipotle, from what I've heard, is average. I've never had Chipotle, so I can't really.
Yeah, the food itself is pretty good, but like Moe's is cheaper, and arguably, I think Moe's is better.
That's what I
So
hear from a lot of people.
yeah, I like the vibe at Moe's better because you walk into Chipotle, it's almost like the Apple store of Mexican grills,
They like don't
and
want you there.
yeah, and then you walk into Moe's, and it's like you've walked
Welcome
into
to
like
Moe's.
exactly, it's like you walked into your like local dive bar Mexican grill, and there's no judgment. So like when you order two, um, what's the famous one with Johnny's, right? It's oh,
I don't know. I
it's
haven't
their
been there in
one
a while.
menu item that's like named after. Is it something to do with a donut? No, what?
I don't know. Something Johnny's.
Am I having a stroke? What's happening right now? Here I go to the Moe's menu. Here I go.
Anyway, while Brian looks that up, let's get into the the stuff that we came here for 10 minutes in now. Sorry for the 10-minute rant on random stuff, but I'm sure you guys enjoy listening to us talk about things other than golf because we can actually educationally talk about those things as opposed to golf, which we know nothing about, but we try.
Joey Bag of Donuts.
Joey Bag of Donuts. That's the one.
Okay. Woo, that was gonna bother me. Moving on.
Moving on to golf, we had the Valspar Championship this week.
Yes, we did.
I did get to watch more of this one, thankfully. My schedule cleared up a little bit. I actually didn't really do much this weekend, so I got to watch a little bit while I was not driving because I don't watch it while I drive. That's dangerous. But I got to see a little bit of it. I unfortunately didn't get to see the full meltdown of Keegan Bradley on the back nine of the final round on Sunday. So we did have a winner, Sam Burns. It was his first win ever on the PGA Tour. So congratulations to him.
Good for him.
First win ever with a final round of 68. Not too shabby. Okay. Only a -3 round, but all he had to do was beat Keegan Bradley, who
apparently easy.
Went even because he just blew up on the back nine.
It was bad.
Maybe it's because his clubs are too short. I don't know.
Yeah, like I sent you that photo. Like, folks, if you haven't seen this, you got to see how aggressively short these clubs look for such a tall dude.
And if you're too lazy to go look,
which I get,
for a visual, just picture Shaq holding normal sized golf clubs, and that's what Keegan Bradley looks like holding his golf clubs, even though he's not the size of Shaq.
He is 6'2", and it looks like he's using regular size golf clubs. You should at least have a +1 shaft, if not a +1.5.
I don't even know if I don't even know if I would say they look regular.
Yeah, like they even look short for a normal person.
Shorter. I don't know. He's like crouching over. Maybe it's just a comfortable thing for him because he feels more compact. I don't know. I was excited because he's a Strixon guy. So going into the final round and watching him at the top, I was a little excited. I was hoping for another Strixon guy to come out on top.
Yeah, it's okay.
The Callaway guy.
The Callaway guys stay winning.
I'm not going to complain about that. I like Callaway. They got some good stuff. But yeah, Sam Burns, 3 birdies on the front, 3 birdies on the back. Can't really do much better than that from what I saw. I mean, Victor Hovland obviously just blew the field away with how well he played this weekend. He had a -6 round on the.
Yeah, he had an incredible Sunday. It just wasn't enough. It just did.
Yeah, I mean, he just came from too far behind. Sam Burns did have a 3-stroke victory over Keegan Bradley, so Victor Hovland still would have had 4 strokes to go. Yeah, being that he was in 3rd place.
And then speaking about strokes, our nice round of the week goes
really nice round.
Goes to a 1, and I was torn on this one because I like the other guy that I was going to pick. It goes to a 1, Abraham Answer, with our nice round of the week.
Nice.
Way
to go, Abe.
Going 69 on Sunday. The other guy was Louis Oosthuizen.
I was gonna say Louis was probably your other guy, correct?
I just like saying his name.
It's fun to say.
It's so fun to
Louis
say.
Oosthuizen.
Oosthuizen.
You can't say it normally. That's the only thing. You can't
No.
say Louis Oosthuizen. It just doesn't work.
You got to put a little spice.
Who was
on
the
end.
announcer that just like could not figure out how to say his name?
Oh gosh, that was
like
on
Louis
Sunday, right?
Like
Louis Oosthuizen's. Who's the hold on? What?
I don't remember who that was, but that's probably one of my favorite announcing moments of all time.
Who's the one golfer whose last name I just cannot do? Where is he? Did he play? Where is he? No,
I wish I knew where you were going with this because I could help.
I could know because you corrected me the one time on this guy's
I?
last name. Yeah.
I don't remember that. Anyway, top 5
Can't
for this
find
week. Sam Burns, number 1 at -17. Just let us know when you find that, Brian. Keegan Bradley, number 2 at sole second at -14. There was a tie for third between Victor Hovland and Cameron Tringali at -13, and Abe Answer sole fifth at -12. You had a fun fact about Cameron Tringali, did you not?
I do. Also, it's Charles Schwartzel.
Oh, Charles.
I keep calling him Charles, which is not his first name.
On the end.
Yeah.
But you just can't.
And the fun fact, they're both South Africans, so there's that going for you. But yes, my story about one Cameron Tringali. So he set a record this last week.
Yay.
And not one that you might want. So according to this article from Golf Digest, quote, with his T3 finish Sunday at the Valspar Championship, Tringali earned $407,100, which brought his career earnings at the PGA Tour to $13.7 million. With that payday, he moved into 146th on the all-time money list. More notably, he passed number 149 Brian Davis to become the player with the most career earnings without a victory on the PGA Tour.
That is pain.
But is it $13.7 million? I don't think is pain. However, not winning is pain.
I mean, yeah, the not winning is the hard part. And he's obviously getting more money from sponsors and stuff. So he's fine money wise, but you want the wins.
Yeah, I mean, you're not playing golf professionally just to, make money. Like obviously you're a competitor and you want to win.
Yeah, these guys aren't out here to just make money.
But man, 13.7 million career earnings and no win.
Yeah, that's tough.
You
just like frame money and put it on a trophy shelf.
Yeah, it'd just be like I make a lot of money without doing anything important.
Without being successful. I think that's the craziest part about golf is like other sports, you get like guaranteed money through contracts and stuff like that. And then you come to the PGA Tour and it's like you obviously make a bunch of money if you win, but you can still make a lot of money by not winning.
Oh, yeah. You can obviously make 13.7 million without winning at all.
Yeah.
I don't think T3 is his best finish in his career. I'm not quite sure what his best finish would be. But to me, it strikes me as the kind of guy who's like teetering in the top 20 for most of the time and then just continues to stay there.
Yeah.
And just makes his money, doesn't win, just kind of keeps getting kind of like a Pat Perez type of character.
Just kind of hangs out.
Just makes his money
every once in a while.
Is really good at golf, but just not quite good enough. But he just makes his bread and moves on. As far as to backtrack on to Keegan Bradley's blow up, it really came to a point on hole 13 on Sunday, which he shoots his tee shot into the water coming up
Only
short.
person on Sunday to find the water there.
I don't know why he went 8-iron there.
Literally the only person to find the water.
I don't understand. Were you just given the wrong club? Was there wind?
Keith Mitchell shot +11 on round 4, and he didn't even find the water.
Nope.
I don't understand how.
So they asked him what happened. He said, quote, I just hit a terrible shot. I hadn't really hit a really bad shot all week, and you just can't hit it there, obviously, but you can't hit it right of the flag. And I just came out of it a little bit. It got gobbled up by the wind. If it goes another yard, it might have been in the bunker, but it was a bummer.
Do you think part of it was just him feeling the pressure there?
I mean, maybe, but at that point, especially if there's wind coming towards you, on that hole, bail out to the left, Because, yeah, the pin's off to the right. It's the Sunday pin. They're going to do that to you.
Yeah.
But that's also all water over there. Bail out to the left, to the fat part of the green. I know it's kind of an amateur thing to do, but it's also the smart thing to do in that situation, especially with
Yeah, I don't know if
wind
I would
coming at
consider
you.
that the amateur thing to do in that situation for sure. Just because of the fact that they were tied at that point,
Yeah.
and
You want to make sure
I
you're
don't
going to get par. If you give yourself an opportunity for birdie, that's great.
yeah,
But you're also on 13. You have many
they're in
other
a par
holes to
3.
go, and it's a par 3. You want to just guarantee the par
Yeah.
before you worry about the birdie at that point on a Sunday. So maybe he was feeling ballsy, whatever it was. Maybe maybe his caddy just forgot to club up, which what are you doing if you're a professional
Yeah,
caddy? You forget to
pay
club up.
attention.
But yeah, according to Keegan, it hit the wind and just splashed right in front. And also his shot was going right anyways, because if he says it was going to go to the bunker and we saw the shot, I don't know if that was the specific shape he was going for on the shot, if he was planning on hitting a fade,
Yeah, I don't
but
know.
you can't miss right on that hole, especially when you're tied on the 13th hole on Sunday.
Yeah.
You absolutely cannot miss to the right there.
Yeah, definitely not.
So it's unfortunate for Keegan, but man, you just got to be a bit mentally tougher in that scenario to not make a mistake like that.
Yeah, and the thing is too, he has 4 PGA Tour wins, so he obviously knows how to
Yeah,
win.
he's done
Like
it before.
it's not like that was his first opportunity at a win and he just didn't know how to close it out. He's done it before. He knows what he's doing. So I don't know. Maybe it was just a bad shot. I mean, everybody does hit bad shots every once in a while. Who is it? Louis that hit the horrible tee shot last week?
Yes, that ruined the
Yeah. So, I
yeah.
mean, it happens. Everyone hits a bad shot at some point or other. They're professionals, but they're also human, so they're going to mess up.
So somebody else that has won arguably plenty of times on the PGA Tour, but is currently going through a bit of a rough streak, would be one Rory Mcilroy, who this week has now fallen out of the top 10 in the world golf rankings for the first time since November 8th, 2009, as he's fallen to number 15. McIlroy has just 3 top 10s in 9 worldwide starts this year, and he has missed cuts at the Masters and the Players in his past 3 starts.
It just goes to show you how much a name and previous history can do for you, because he hasn't
Seriously.
done anything
Not a
in the
thing.
past how long, and
I'd argue 2 years.
he's still ranked 15th in the world. There's so many guys that like are consistently playing such good golf, and like Victor Hovland, for example, he's playing amazing golf recently, and he's always in the top, like always up near the top 10, top 25, whatever. And he's only ranked world number 11.
Mm-hmm.
If you ask me, relatively speaking, Rory should not even be close to Victor Hovland right
Not
now,
at
because
all.
he has
Not with
not been
how,
playing
yeah.
even close to how good Victor Hovland's been playing. So it just goes to show you how much your past history and how much your name can take you such a long way in your world
Well,
rankings.
yeah, absolutely. And we just talked about this guy, Keegan Bradley. I know we just kind of ripped him to shreds about how short his clubs are and how you can't miss right on the 13th hole. But he actually moved from number 135 to number 74 for the first time in his career, being in the top 100. And if you look at Keegan's numbers recently against Rory's, you could also argue that as we sit right now, Keegan Bradley's the better golfer out of the two of them.
Yeah.
But Rory McIlroy just has the name, has the sponsorships, was touted as going to be one of the greatest golfers alive for the next many years. And it's just not happening. And the fact that he is
Definitely
number
not.
15, honestly, it feels kind of disrespectful to a lot of guys who are playing really good golf right now.
Yeah, for sure. Especially because it doesn't seem to be trending in the positive direction at this point. Like
No.
if he was starting to like get some top 25s, top 10s, play a little bit better, but like you missed the cut at the Masters.
And the Players.
I know a lot of guys missed the cut at the Masters. DJ missed the cut at the Masters. He's still world number 1, whatever, but he's won this year already. Like he's done stuff. Like
Yeah.
proven himself. He's been playing good golf. Rory just hasn't been playing good golf. He's missed
At all.
so many cuts. Like he's missed way more cuts than he should if he's ranked world 15. Like obviously you're gonna miss a few cuts here and there.
Yeah.
But if you're in the top 20, I feel like in the world rankings, you shouldn't be missing more than a handful of cuts each year. Because you're
And
obviously going to have your off weeks where you're not playing your best. You might have a little bit of injury where you're not playing that great. But I feel like if you're that good, you shouldn't be missing that many cuts.
No, that, and also when it comes to the Masters and the Players, which he's won the Players before, when you miss the cut on both of those, and you're supposed to be a world class, like the pinnacle of what a good golfer is, like you're supposed to be one of those guys.
Yeah.
You miss cuts on stages like that. You shouldn't be in the top 20. I'm gonna flat out say it.
Yeah.
If he
I
was
don't think he should
having,
be either.
yeah, if he was having a Spieth like comeback, then yeah, maybe top 25.
Yeah.
But as it stands right now, he should definitely not be anywhere near the top 20. And you're right. I think it in some cases it becomes a popularity contest.
Yeah.
Like, how popular in the golf world are you? And that will sometimes determine where you fall in the world golf rankings, which I think is ridiculous because of just the amount of professional golfers there are. It should really be ranked on how good you are over whatever span of time they use for the world golf rankings. And
Speaking of
that's how it should be determined.
Speaking of disrespectful, I don't want to jump too far ahead.
Right.
If you looked at the power rankings for this week, Rory McIlroy is number 7 in the power rankings, and your boy X is number 8.
That's just
I mean,
wrong.
X
That's
has
just wrong.
been playing out of his mind up until the past few weeks.
Exponentially better than Rory.
He hasn't been playing like super great the past few weeks, but he's been playing really good up until the past few weeks. And he's been playing certainly better than Rory's been playing. So that part, I don't understand at all. We'll get into the Wells Fargo in a little bit, but I just saw that and I wanted to point that out because that's insane to me.
Yeah, it's truly ridiculous. And just a couple more things to touch on here for things that happen at the Valspar. Some funny stuff. I got one more thing here. Jimmy Walker, a longtime tour professional, 30 years on tour, actually. His last win coming in 2016. He ended up falling victim to the infamous 2-stroke penalty for missing your tee time. His tee time was at 7:39 a.m. on Friday for his second round. He was on the range getting ready for the round when a rules official told him he had 1 minute to get to the tee. Exactly why Walker was running late wasn't clear. He subsequently got to the tee late for his time and was assessed a 2-shot penalty under Rule 5.3a.
He still finished T29 at -4.
And he still made the cut and was under. So honestly, right on, man. Right on.
I think the best part about that story is the fact that he was in the practice area.
Yeah. He was at the facility.
I don't know if he just lost track of time or if he was, I don't know what was going on. Maybe he thought it was a different tee time. I don't know.
So when he set the alarm on his phone, he accidentally set it for 7:39 p.m. and it just got messed up from there. I've
done that.
I've done that too. It happens to the best of us, Jimmy. It's okay, even though you're 30.
Do you ever just like wake up in the middle of the night and be like, oh my God, did I set my alarm for the AM or the PM? And then you like double check. And
oh yeah. Sure. I almost do that on a nightly basis.
Like if you just wake up in the middle of the night, you're like, crap, did I set my alarm?
Yeah. Like I know I set the alarm, but I'm like, damn, was it AM?
I'll be like laying in bed. I'll like set my alarm, and then like 5 minutes later, I get comfortable and like ready to like try to fall asleep, and I'm like, did I set my alarm? And then I have to like get uncomfortable and like turn around and like check, and I'm like, okay, I set my alarm.
And I gotta get comfortable all over again.
It's horrible.
It's a
horrible
mess.
Stuff.
It's a mess.
So I get it.
I might need one of them. I might need one of them newfangled Alexa thingies. Set my alarm for me. Going. Did I sound old?
You sounded confused.
Well,
senile, perhaps.
Perhaps
those were the vibes.
Losing your mind. That's quite possible. Oh God. Well, that was all we have for the Valspar. So moving into our LPGA coverage, the winner of this one, and now I'm going to be frank, I'm probably going to butcher this poor woman's name. I apologize. But the winner of the LPGA HSBC Women's Champions at the Sentosa Golf Club is Hugo Kim.
I think that's pretty close.
I think I got close there.
I will say that you nailed it.
I appreciate that
because
because
I'm confident.
that was stressful. That was stressful. Yes, Hugo Kim has won that one at age 25. She's been on tour for at least she was on the LPGA of Korea tour for 12 years. I don't know exactly how many years she's been on
Her
the
rookie year on the LPGA tour was 2015, so she's been
yeah.
on the tour for about 7 years.
Okay. So that about 7 years, and her best finish was at the U.S. Women's Open when she came in second.
Yeah, she has 4 career victories. So
Oh,
good
right
for
on,
her.
right on.
She's ranked number 7 right now in what is the Rolex ranking,
Yes, the Rolex rankings.
which is kind of like the FedEx Cup for those
Yes,
that don't
for the
really know
LPGA.
LPGA that much.
So congratulations to her. That's super cool. Neither of the Quarter sisters did they play?
I don't know.
I'm not seeing their names. I mean, we all know that we follow the Quarter sisters pretty closely because go America.
Yeah.
No, it looks like it
Hannah
doesn't
Green's
look.
American though, isn't she?
Yes. Well, no, she's Australian actually.
Oh, she's Australian. Okay.
She is an Aussie.
Hannah Green is
We just
the
got off an Aussie episode, my friend.
second place. Okay, what is MB Park doing at T3 again? She's just destroying everybody. I don't understand.
Where is she in the Rolex ranking? She's got to be top
She's ranked
5. No,
second. She has
I was
21
gonna
career
say
victories on the LPGA tour. And
that's
guess how
ridiculous.
many top 10s she has on the LPGA tour?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say 17.
She has 21 victories, bud.
Whoa! Damn!
I just said 21 victories and then asked you how many top 10s and you said 17. So I mean, you're not wrong. She does have 17 top 10 finishes. That is an accurate number. We're looking a little bit more accurate though. So top 10s. Okay, 21 victories. How many top 10s would you take a shot in the dark and say that she has?
Oh God. Okay. I'm gonna say 40 in that case.
No.
Wow. No.
Not even close.
Not even close.
Not even a little bit.
60?
Not even close.
Are we in triple digits?
We are in triple digits. Has 111 career top 10s on the LPGA tour, and she has been on tour since 2007. So she's been on for a little bit now.
Oh my God.
But 111 career top 10s and 21 victories.
That's incredible.
To point out the disrespect that needs to change, I don't know how we can make this happen.
Nobody better be disrespecting my girl MB Park like that.
Everyone is disrespecting her because her career earnings is only 17 million.
What?
With 21 victories and 111 top 10s. That's just straight up disrespect. I don't know how we can change that. I feel like Rolex needs to be the first people to get on that.
You're telling
Rolex
me
just has all the money in the world
that Cameron Tringali is making $4 million more than she is.
Wouldn't it be less?
And hasn't won or less. Only 4 million less though.
Yeah.
And hasn't won a single event on the PGA Tour. Well, this is why we talk about the LPGA because it needs to get out there.
This out. We need to come up with a solution to this because there's no reason that with 21 career victories, she should only have 17 million in career earnings.
I think a good solution would be a combo event. I think you do a combo event where you take one LPGA pro, you do a team event where they partner with a PGA pro, and it actually this event actually counts on both the LPGA tour and the PGA tour. Like it is an event.
I love
not
that.
Like one of those.
That's a fantastic idea.
Yeah. Not like one of those like one-off events with like celebrities, like a pro-am or anything like that. No. Like this counts for rankings on both the LPGA tour and the PGA tour. Kind of like what they did.
What format would you do?
I would say do the same format as the PGA tour just did at the I'm forgetting the name of it already.
At the Zurich?
Yes, at the Zurich. Yes. Do the same format there where it's either best ball or alternating shot.
Switching it up on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Exactly.
I like that.
Yeah, I think it would be mutually beneficial to both because obviously the PGA Tour is going to have another event, which counts, which is great. And the LPGA Tour is going to get so much more eyes on it from this event because people are watching it because it counts. Not everybody watches the Pro-Ams. Not that doesn't excite everybody, but everybody's going to be excited when now you can You can bet on that. The guys that watch PGA Tour, they're watching the event because it counts for the standings. So I think something like that would be mutually beneficial. Would be mutually beneficial to both the LPGA and the PGA Tour. I think that would be. I would definitely watch that event. That would be really cool.
100%. I would. Would you let them choose their partners?
I think that would be cool if you did.
That would be cool.
Because then you could have like powerhouse teams like one of the quarter sisters or like Brooks or something like that.
JT and Michelle Lee West.
Yeah, something like that. Just something absolutely outrageous.
I would like to put something into perspective real quick. I know we're kind of harping on this, but I feel like it needs to be harped on because it's ridiculous. So Inby Park has 21 career wins, $17 million in earnings. Rory McIlroy, do you know how many career wins he has?
No.
18.
That's it?
He has 18 career wins. And would you like to take a stab in the dark at his career earnings?
I got to say it's close to billions. It's got to be close.
To what?
To billions.
Oh, no.
No?
No, I don't think anyone's there.
All right. I'm going to shot in the dark, say somewhere in the 40 to 50 million range.
54 million.
$54 million.
For 3 less wins.
That is an exponential gap right there. And look, we get it. The LPGA can really only have so big of a purse because of advertising, things like that. They don't make as much money as the PGA Tour does. But that's why we gotta figure that out. That's why we're suggesting this combo event, because that would put a lot of new eyes on the LPGA. And also, could you imagine a combo of South Koreans like Inby Park and Sung J.M.? You kidding me?
That would be insane.
That's ridiculous. And then you get like on the American front, you have the Corda sisters and like maybe a Brooks or a Bryson or one of those guys. You have a lot of English players on both tours. You have, for example, John Rahm and Carlotta Singata could partner together. They're Spanish.
Yeah.
I think this would be really cool for the LPGA and the PGA Tour to do together, because I think that would really be. It would be incredibly helpful to the LPGA, yeah, but also the PGA needs to step up and be like, we need to promote this better.
Yeah, seriously.
Because the more eyes on the LPGA,
like we said on previous podcasts, it's not boring golf to watch.
No,
like
it's actually incredibly exciting.
Long putts, like they do literally everything the guys do, just from a little bit shorter distances.
And they make some incredible golf shots.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we can harp on it for an entire episode. We could, but honestly,
I'm gonna tag the PGA Tour in something on our Instagram about
honestly
making that event happen, because we need cool. That. I need it now.
It would be really cool. It would be really fun to watch, honestly.
Oh yeah.
Like, I enjoy watching the pro-ams, but then you also watch pro-am and you're like, like it doesn't like actually count for any standings or anything like that. And, it's just kind of cool to watch celebrities golf or whatever. But like, man, this kind of event where it counts for both tours, that's something badass. And I'm all over that. I love that so much. To move forward with the PGA talk, we have the Wells Fargo Championship coming up this week, starting on Thursday. And as we do, we're going to run through the power rankings there. First and foremost, the absolutely ghastly power ranking thing of Rory McIlroy being 7th. And not just Xander Schauffele, but also Max Homa, Tony Finau, Corey Connors, Keegan Bradley, Cameron Tringali, Abraham Ancer, and Shane Lowry, who all are arguably playing better than Rory McIlroy, are behind him in the power rankings.
Yeah, I think you could argue that everybody in this power rankings and probably the next 10 people that would be on the power rankings are playing better than Rory right now. I don't understand at all why he's in even the top 10 of the power rankings for this week.
I don't get it. Also, to highlight, Will Zalatorius at 5th in the power rankings. Will, buddy, I got to talk to you. What is up, dude? Okay, so we tagged you because you got engaged on our Instagram. You're on our story. Congratulations, buddy. Good for you and all that nonsense. But when you tag somebody in your story, it DMs them about it, right?
Yes.
It says, Will Zalatorius can't receive your message right now. They don't allow new message requests from everyone.
Why
And
don't you allow new message requests from us, Will?
Will, what's that about, buddy? Huh? You come close to winning a couple of times and you think you're hot stuff? What's that about, Will? Kind of look like Owen Wilson. Think you're hot?
I'm
You're the
gonna play
best thing since
devil's
sliced bread?
advocate here.
Yeah.
That's what that's called, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the reason that he doesn't have that yet is because he still controls his Instagram, since he's very new. He might not have a social media manager like Bryson DeChambeau and
Well, maybe his fiance hasn't gotten to run his Instagram and Twitter solely by herself, kind of like a blimp of a human, if you will, quite possibly. Very Michelin Man-esque. Patrick Reed.
Did you see that? Did you see that tweet from Bryson DeChambeau about Sam Burns this weekend?
No.
Bryson DeChambeau's Twitter account apparently posted a picture of Sam Burns, and it was basically just like, thanks to everybody that's like helping me along on this journey. Like, I'm so excited to finally get my first tour win.
Right. Yeah.
But it was from Bryson's account. So someone retweeted it and it was like, do Bryson and Sam Burns have the same social media manager?
They might.
I think that's hilarious.
I'd be like
that's the epitome of you had one job.
Yeah.
Because you literally just had to change
you
the
account.
You
just had to get the account correct.
So that was pretty funny. I just wanted to share that little tidbit real quick because I saw that before we hopped on here.
Well, that's funny with the upcoming social media promotion that they're doing.
True.
So, and actually,
does Bryson get credit for that, or does Sam Burns get credit for that?
Exactly. Well, who knows? So basically, actually, your girlfriend Gina called me a couple of days ago, because we were talking about the promotion last week's episode, and she is like, I gotta know, do you think that they could hire like a social media manager? Because then like the older guys in golf,
she did mention
would have another advantage. And in my head, I'm thinking that makes no sense. The whole point is that the golfer himself is making the connection with the fans. It almost feels like a cop-out if you're just hiring a social media manager.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard anything regarding it as far as like if that's not allowed or not.
Yeah, like I read up on it and it didn't say anything about that.
So I would assume that it is allowed, but the other thing too is there's not too many older guys on tour that are like winning and making necessarily enough money right now to be able to afford that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which I know is obviously not the point of this. The point of it is to get some more money to the guys that aren't doing as well.
Exactly.
And not getting as much guaranteed money through sponsorships and winning and stuff
and winning
like that.
And all that. Yeah.
But yeah, that obviously is a route that some people might decide to take. And I think that would be really interesting to see if we come up with a winner whenever they do the first winner for this. And it comes out that they had like a social media manager and they actually didn't do any of the stuff that they were supposed to do.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll see what happens there. But then that also highlights your question in that specific scenario. Who gets the rights to the promotion? Is that Bryson's credit or is it Sam's credit? Because you use the same manager. So what's that about, huh?
Sorry, I'm looking at the power rankings right now. Bryson is number 3 on the power rankings. That's why I was kind of zoned in on it. You read it?
I just read it. I just read that.
That's power so rankings for this week. Bryson DeChambeau number 3. A big boy for a big boy track. That's all you really need to know about that. I feel like there's always one thing in the power rankings that catches us off guard. That's the one.
Do you think these guys that do the power rankings go into it being like, I got to get weird at one point? Like Rob Bolton of PGAtour.com was like, let's get weird.
Because like nobody else has that.
No.
At least that I can see. I mean, Tony says he's built for this ballpark, but like a big boy for a big boy track. Come on. Like
That's incredible.
that's fantastic. Shout out to the PGA Tour writers who wrote the power rankings because
That would be a Rob Bolton of
nice job,
PGAtour.com.
Rob. You're stupid for putting Rory
Yeah,
there.
no, that was very
Whatever.
dumb, but at least you made it funny. So,
Yeah.
well, yeah, that kind of evens out, but
Kinda evens it
definitely
out,
next
though.
time do some reading or something like that.
So
Are you
anyway, power
watching
rankings for
golf,
the
Rob?
week. We have John Rahm, Justin Thomas, Bryson DeChambeau, and Webb Simpson, with Will Zalatorius rounding out the top 5. We won't go through everything because we kind of already mentioned them a little bit there. I'm excited. I like the Wells Fargo. I've watched it a lot in the most recent years, and I like the course. The course is really nice, and it always seems to play pretty well, and everybody just seems to kind of really be into it. I know last year, the Wells Fargo, the last time it was played, Max Homa is the defending champion of that, and the purse is a little bit bigger. It's a $8.1 million purse. Max Homa last year took home 1.4 million, so
Oh,
it's a
right
little bit
on.
more money wise, which obviously is going to get people a little bit more interested in it, and we can tell by the field this week.
Yeah.
We had too many super big names the past few weeks as far as like the
Well,
big.
since the Masters, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it seems like a lot of them are kind of starting to come out of the woodworks now and get back into it. And this is the perfect time to do it if you're going to pocket $1.4 million with a win. I like John Rahm.
I like that pick
He's
too.
been playing.
That's
He's
a
been
good pick.
playing pretty well as long as he's been out there with his Callaway stuff, and it's just a matter of time. It honestly is before he breaks through. He's fantastic when he was still with TaylorMade, and he's a professional golfer, so he's gonna figure it out. And I think it's gonna be this week that he figures it out and takes home the win at the Wells
Yeah.
Fargo.
And then, Quail Hollow is for lack of a better term, as Rob Bolton put it, it's a big boy track. It's for the heavy hitters, and John Rahm can step into one.
Yeah.
So I think he should be fine. But it does bode better for the heavy hitters, and I think that might be why the power rankings look the way they do. However, Rory, sure, the ball goes far, but it's like he can't find a fairway to
Offline
save
right
his
now.
life. So, that's why a lot of the guys in the power rankings that you're seeing are heavy hitters, because this is a course basically built for them.
Yeah.
You got your wider fairways and you got your longer holes that are going to be more advantageous for guys that hit the ball farther. That's just kind of how it goes. So I'm always down to watch dudes just crush golf balls
Yeah. I'm
for
excited.
hours.
I'm
So
excited to see
it's gonna
how
be
it goes this week.
fun. It's gonna be a good one. All righty. So that'll do it for the professional golf talk. How about the amateur golf talk with the two-man scramble? Got a couple things for you guys this evening. I'm going to start with, it was an article that I read, and I want to bring it up to Rick. We both know what it is, but I'm going to explain it for those of you that might not. So there's an article written on golf.com. What is heads-up putting? I tried it, and now I'm hooked for good, written by Luke Kerdinen. And basically the gist of it is, instead of looking at the ball when you putt, you look at the hole. There are a couple guys that on tour that do it. And I would say most of them aren't the worst putters. The biggest example I have is Tony Finau. And as much as he's definitely not known for his putting, he's not a bad putter by any means.
Yeah.
So I've never tried heads up putting before.
I have.
I've done it when I do my practice strokes, where I look at the hole and just kind of go for feel on the practice strokes. But then I look back down when I go to actually make my putt. So I gotta ask you, Rick, is this something that you'd be willing to try, and do you think it works?
It would not, because I have tried it before and it does not work for me. It's one of those things, like, I need to be looking at the ball when I'm hitting it, because my biggest thing is line.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I need to be able to hit my ball in the right line. My pace, I actually have adopted what a few of the guys on tour do, actually. So when I'm getting ready for my putt, I read what I think the line's going to be. And then while I'm still standing with the ball in between me and the flag, I kind of take a few practice strokes to kind of get a feel for the speed that I need. And then I line up to the ball and I get ready to hit it.
Yeah.
And that seems to be working well for me. I'm not sure if it's just like a mental thing that kind of gets me in the right mindset to get the ball where it needs to go. But I have tried heads up putting before, and it has ended absolutely horribly for me, because I don't hit the ball on the right line when I'm looking at the pin.
Yeah, I've never actually like tried it like when I'm putting. But according to Dr. Sasho McKenzie, who is a biomechanist and pretty big in the golf world, actually, he did a study in 2017 which found that statistically speaking, golfers who adopted the heads up technique were more successful than golfers who didn't. It's been slowly making its way on tour ever since. And this guy tried it and said he's hooked. I'd be willing to give it a go. But I don't see it working out for me because my problem isn't as much the line as it is um, my where I actually end up hitting the ball on my putter face.
Yeah.
So like I'd be afraid that I'm going to heel it or toe
Yeah.
it, and it's not even going to get on the right line in the first place, and then I have
Yeah.
no shot at all. You know, I like to look at the ball so I can see that line on the back of my putter, and make sure I put a good solid stroke on it at the center of the club face to give myself a chance. Because I like blade putters, it's what I use, but it obviously doesn't carry a lot of weight
Yeah.
like your spiders or your other types of mallet head clubs or mallet head putters. So I'd be willing to give it a go, but I can almost guarantee it's not going to work out for me. But I'm a big stats guy. So the fact that statistically speaking, it's worked kind of helps. But also in that study, he only looked at tour professionals.
Yeah.
So
Irrelevant. It's irrelevant.
that's kind of the difference there
Yeah, like
in that
tour
study.
professionals can literally hit any golf ball anywhere they want to hit
They
it.
could close their eyes if they wanted to.
Actually, some people do that. There
And
is a guy that
some
does
guys
that.
do. I think
I forget his
Sergio,
name.
is that Sergio that does
Does
that?
he do that? I think that might be who it is.
I think it might
Occasionally,
be
he'll
Sergio.
do the eyes closed. That one, I no idea how he does that.
But like I'd be willing to try it, but definitely like on a practice green first. I don't think I'm going to go
It's
out on a round and be like,
the
let's give
tough
this a
part
go.
that the tough part that I noticed when I did try it was I just felt like everything was off because my other thing too is, I mean, it doesn't say there, but like if you're not lined up with the pin, like if you have a line and you're aiming for another spot, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like it's easy to get distracted off of that spot, if
Right.
that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I don't know. It was tough for me. I couldn't really figure it out. I like to be looking at the ball. I like to be like pretty much fully through my putting stroke and then kind of see where it's ending up. And I mean, I like to consider myself a pretty good putter. I had a really bad round the other day and I still had 1.9 putts per hole, which
Yeah.
is attributed to my short game in a sense. Shout out to Justin Arenas for teaching me how to actually hit a chip shot off because I've gotten exponentially better at that, and that's obviously helped with my putting stats because you don't have to putt as much.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's worth a shot if you never tried it before. But because I mean, everyone has their own.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
it's just like normal clubs. Everyone has their own swing. You just got to find it. Obviously, there's a way that works well, but you also have to incorporate your own little flair into it.
yeah.
You have to be confident in what you're doing. And if you're more confident not looking at the ball, good for you. I'm more confident looking at the ball. It's just how I roll.
Right on, brother. I agree with that completely. All right. In continuing, so here we go. If there was a horrible golfer Hall of Fame, and you had a little blurb on the bust they make of you.
Yeah.
What is the first line in that little biography blurb that they have under your statue or your head statue? You guys get what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about. What is the first sentence in this little biography you have there?
That's a tough one. I feel like it would have something to do with my mental game, or like maybe like depending on like what kind of scenario it is. If it's really formal and it's like Rick was so and so and this was his stats throughout his career, whatever, that would be really boring. But if it was
Yeah.
fun and it was like kind of a book, I feel like it would start off more along the lines of like 1,000 thoughts raced through his head as he took the club back or something like that. Like something just like, because I mean, that's honestly what happens is like I'm in my backswing and I'm like, what if my arm slips? What if my feet slip? What if I hit the ball wrong? What if I hit the ball wrong and then I fall? Like literally a million things racing through my head. And my best rounds are when I don't have that. I still haven't figured out how to not have those at any point in my round.
How to turn it off? Yeah.
I've managed to get it in bits and pieces.
Oh, right on.
Usually when I feel like I'm out of the round and I stop caring. But yeah, it would probably be something along the lines of that.
Right on. I appreciate the funny,
Yeah.
because for me it's much simpler. It would be record scratches. Yep, that's me. That's how that would begin, and then it'll continue on in exactly how bad I was. Statistically
Career
speaking,
greens in regulation 0.01%.
yeah, like it just like my most egregious stats.
Career fairways hit 1.
Yeah. Career times driver went over 250. None.
That would be interesting. If you
That'd
had
be sad.
if you had
That'd be
like
sad.
a
That'd be sad
collectible
to
trading
read.
card of your golf stats.
Oh man, we
What
did
would
golf
it be?
trading cards. Now that's something
That is something.
that could get off the ground. I feel like
Oh,
that's something
God,
that they
what would
probably
it-
tried though already, and it just didn't
I
pan
feel like
out.
it probably wouldn't. I feel like golf's not popular enough yet.
Yeah, no, and even
Because
trading
the other issue with that too is like you never really know when people are going to be getting on tour, if that makes sense. Like
or staying.
even if you have like the NBA, like even if someone's coming out of high school, you know that person's coming out of high school, so they have their rookie card the year they come out of high school. They're probably going to be in the NBA for the remainder of the time they play basketball. They're probably not going to go down to G League or whatever,
pretty
unless
much,
they
yeah.
get injured or anything like that.
And
Whereas
then
golf, it's
also,
like you
yeah.
could go on the tour and then you could be on the Corn Ferry Tour for 12 years and then you get back up on the tour, and it doesn't really quite work the same.
Yeah, and then also trading cards nowadays are also not as popular as they once were. A very lucrative industry, but you have to know, like you have
Isn't
to
there
know
like
how to
an
do it.
electronic trading card kind of thing
There
that's
is now, yeah. It's
popular now?
yeah. I think that's becoming more popular. I
I
don't
don't
get
know
it.
anything about it.
I don't really get it at all because,
Yeah, I
like,
feel like
yeah,
the
like,
point of I don't know. I like having the card in front of me. Like
yeah, like,
I have trading cards in my room right now. Like it's nice to have the card in
yeah,
front of you and
like,
see it.
sure, you technically own it, but like, you
You don't
can't
have it.
physically, like, I don't understand the appeal there. You heard about this new thing, like this new electronic horse racing?
But
Dude, I'm telling you, you gotta look it up because it is wild. Hold on.
electronic horse racing, like
Yeah, what is
the
it?
Kentucky Derby kind of horse racing, or like when you're at the carnival and you have to
Yeah,
just
yeah.
roll the balls into the thing and the horse goes forward.
Is this it? Is it TVG? Is this it? Oh, I just saw something about it the other day. Um, ah, all right. I would have to do some more research or anything, but here's the gist of it, right?
Uh-huh.
You have electronic horses, different breeds of electronic horse that you actually would purchase,
Hmm.
and you would like own these horses, like fully own these horses and have them race in electronic races and
I
bet
feel like
on
that could
them
be rigged
and
very
win money.
easily.
It could be so rigged, but it's this massive like formula with like different breed tracks and things like that. There's like your 4 basic breeds, but then they also like have offshoots and stuff. It's wild. If I had it readily available, that would be a lot better.
If I
But
was going to do it, I would get a miniature horse. No question. Because I feel like that would
I'm
be the most
getting a
interesting.
miniature horse, and you cannot stop me.
Do they have miniature horse races in real life? Because I kind of want to go to that.
Oh, I guarantee they
I
do.
don't think I would enjoy a normal horse race, but a miniature horse race I feel like would be fantastic.
I'd be incredibly surprised if they did not, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
That's got to be something that is a thing. All right, to move on to our last part of the 2-man scramble here, we have you bail out of work early. You got to take time. It happens. It happens.
Naturally.
Sometimes you need it. Sometimes you need
12
it.
times a summer.
So you basically bail out a bit. Bail out early.
No big deal. They don't need you there.
No, they don't need you there at all. You're fine. You get to the golf course. You see your boss at the same golf course, staring you in your optic stems, just giving you daggers through the windows to your soul. What is the first thing you say when he approaches you?
First thing I say is followed from, I guess I would say,
You good there?
an action. So
Right.
the first thing I
Okay.
do it is an action, and then
Right.
also saying something.
Right.
So I'm looking him directly in the eyes,
Right.
in his optic stems,
Right on.
and I'm just checking my fake watch that I have on, and then looking back at him and being like, shouldn't you be at work right now?
That might backfire though.
It definitely would, but it'd be worth it in the moment.
So I feel like because I'm not as confident of a person, I feel like he would walk up to me and I'd be like, so I guess I'm only playing 9 today, huh? Because I'd expect to have to go back into the office now. That was a really funny scenario though. So keep sending in those questions for the 2 Man Skramble, guys, because like, look, they don't always have to be golf related. We have done plenty of non-golf related questions
100%.
during the 2 Man Skramble. This is the point of the 2 Man Skramble is
If you really like the
randomness.
2 Man Skramble and you want it to continue, send in questions.
Because we can kill this segment. We could do it. We could do it
talk
whenever we want.
We can talk about whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a golf podcast, but we can talk about other sports. Brian likes baseball.
Hell yeah.
We can talk about baseball. I know nothing about baseball. We can talk about it.
Fun fact, we do have a baseball podcast on the Southside Sports Network, though. That is Take a Pitch. So check those guys out, even though they're Mets fans, and sometimes they're a little bit biased, but it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
It is what it is. It is what it is. Great guys over there, though. But yeah, we could talk about whatever we wanted to. We just talked about electronic horse racing. We can make a whole episode of that.
Yeah.
Do you want that? Do you want that? I didn't think so. So support the 2 Man Skramble. Give us questions, random questions about life. You want life advice from Brian and Rick? I don't know why.
You probably don't, but if you want to hear what we have to say.
Maybe they're just asking us to find out exactly how stupid our answers would be.
Maybe, yeah. But honestly, if you guys want, we can do the life advice thing because we pretty much have the devil angel thing going on right now.
Pretty much.
With me and Brian, myself being a very bad influence with decision making.
Yeah.
And Brian always trying to make sure people do
the right thing. Do the right thing, which is just weird. Why would you want to do that in the first place?
Go ahead, ask
whatever.
Us. We'll give you life advice.
Yeah.
I've lived for I think 20. How old am I? 23.
23.
Like
You're 23, buddy.
23 years.
There you go. Why do I know your age and you don't?
I don't know anybody's age.
That's a good point. I just know that you're a year younger than me, and that your birthday's in June. So it hasn't happened yet. So you're only 23.
No, I knew when I was 21 because we went to Dave and Buster's, and then after that it was just like, how old am I now?
And I've been blacked out ever since.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people are like, oh my gosh, I'm 30. I'm not even gonna know when I'm 30.
No, you're
gonna
not.
Be like, happy 30th birthday. I'm gonna be like, what are you talking about? I'm 28.
I turned 20 like yesterday. What do you mean 30? What is
probably
this?
Gonna be sincere because I'm just not gonna remember.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway, if you want life advice, let us know. We'll give it to you.
And if you don't
have like advice, things going on in your life you need advice with, we'll keep it confidential. We won't say your name. Yeah. But we'll give you advice.
And if you don't want that,
someone being mean to you,
we'll beat them up.
Message us. Okay, call us. We can talk about it.
Rick's golf swing is pretty hard. He can take out some kneecaps if necessary.
If need be, I can do it.
We could do this.
I will do that for you guys because I love you.
Exactly. Speaking of the fact that we love you, thank you again for listening to this episode of From the Tips from your favorite horrible golfers. We'll catch you guys next week.
See you guys later.